it takes two people to like plan a meeting. So coming to the Thai language part now, someone who has taught it for years, like how would you describe a language to someone who's trying to learn Thai for the first time?
Thai is a very different language to English. So the rhythm is very different and the grammar is very different. So if you would imagine Spanish, the rhythm of Spanish is a little bit, it's more similar to Thai than English. Actually, because Spanish is a syllable time language and Thai is also a syllable time language. Syllable time means that there's like a very systematic rhythm to it. So like pow, 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 where English and German are more like up and down and up and down. So that's the rhythm is different. The grammar is totally different. German grammar is so crazy and Thai grammar is very relaxed. We have no cases, no genders, no plurals, no articles. It's just very easy. It's a very relaxed language. I wouldn't say it's easy to learn because we have a complete different alphabet system. It's very difficult to master, but the grammar itself is pretty relaxed.
Interesting. Maybe you could give us a little bit of an example of a phrase or like an idiom that like can really show off this sort of musicality, because I'm having a little bit of a tough time like picturing it.
Okay ค่ะ so I will say ฉันชื่อ Layla ฉันสอนภาษาไทย ฉันชอบกินอาหารอิตาลี
Oh, okay.
And what did you just say?
May we ask to break it down for us, maybe?
So I just said my name is Layla and I teach Thai and I like Italian food.
Okay, yeah.
But I could definitely hear the rhythm you were talking about, like the syllable stressed type of language, yeah.
It's kind of like easy to assume maybe that since the grammar and the structure is a lot more relaxed than something like German, that the language is a lot more high context, much more higher context than Germany. Would you agree with that?
Yes, totally. So you need to be there to understand to understand what someone is talking about. And we do a lot of pointing. We do a lot of just like this, just saying the word like this and that and there, here. And you just have to know what we're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, because like one of the things that is very interesting when learning new languages, at least from me, that I'm sort of like I'm more of a newbie when it comes to these things, is rather like things or like phrases or expressions that aren't really very easy to translate from one language to the other. I don't know if Thai has like adjacent things to that. Like for Italian, for example, it would be a lot of gestures that you can't really say what they mean. You just get it. But maybe there's like a phrase that Thai also has. A lot of language learners might be not as prepared to understand.
Yeah, I'd say in general, perspective-wise, Thai is very different than English and German. So when you communicate, sometimes instead of saying one thing, in Thai we would say that it's not something. For example, instead of saying, oh, the sun shines really brightly, we would say, instead of saying that today it's really cloudy, we would say that the sun doesn't shine today, for example. And we don't tend to say like, oh, it's really cloudy. So things like that. That's one example, but we have things like that. We also have a very famous word that people say that it's not translatable, and that word is kreng chai. Kreng chai means that you feel very responsible for someone's action if they had to help you with anything. So you don't want anyone to do anything to help you at all. It's like, it's not even that they're doing anything that's a big deal. You just don't want anything, and you just don't want anyone to take any action to support you. It's like, we feel like if you have to make like one movement, that is already like, that's already so much on you, and we just don't want you to have to do that. Yeah, which actually it could be problematic if the other person likes helping you or would like to build a friendship with you and just want to do you. My first reaction to if anyone helps me with anything, I would be like, oh no, please don't help me. But over time, I've learned to accept that more, that's a part of building a friendship. Yeah,
that sounds like very unique, because like at least when it comes to the, in Italy, things are very family based. Everybody's kind of around you all the time. So you kind of expect help you out most of the time. So the idea of refusing to help, not necessarily like out of malice, but just because, it's culturally different, or just simply you don't want to bother them. It's very different. So that's a whoa, that's a big shock. Like for people that come from my side of the woods, I guess.
And you have been teaching now for over a decade. Is there anything your students have taught you about learning Thai language?
The biggest thing I've learned from my students is that I have to make people want to learn. So I try to make classes fun. I try to bring in like cultural tidbits or some anecdotes that make learning enjoyable, because only when it's enjoyable that they want to keep it going. And there's no other way, because we all adults, we can choose to sit and have a Zoom class or not. I can't force them, but I can make them want to learn. So that's the biggest thing I've learned.
And that's very interesting to know, because now, we can flip a little bit of the script. You've been teaching Thai for so long, but now you're also learning German, if that's correct, right?
Yes, it's learning German.
So now from being a teacher, you go back to being a student. So what's the most surprising or maybe difficult part about going from this sort of massive change from teaching to being a student when it comes to, your learning journey, I guess?
Being a teacher really helped me in learning German because I really like grammar. And so even though German grammar is very difficult, I kind of enjoy the pain. So that's not really a problem. I just have to use a lot of energy to memorize things. But what I struggle with in the beginning is I kind of had an image of what a student had to be like. A student has to have notebooks, a student has to review everything 2 hours a day, and I wasn't doing that. So I felt like I was failing as a student. But over time, I realized that I learn differently than other people. So I don't enjoy having a notebook. I don't enjoy sitting at my desk reviewing, but I enjoy playing on apps. I enjoy doing language exchange with people. I'm doing language exchange with three friends now for German. So I teach them Thai. I correct their Thai and they correct my German. So I realized that being a good student does not mean that you have to have a lot of notebooks and take a lot of notes and read a lot of books and sit at your desk. It just means that you have to use the language.
Yeah, and I think to add into that, I think also one of the very important things about learning languages is always about the environment that you're in, because you mentioned that you have, your language exchanging with 3 friends, and those 3 friends, I would assume that they're as eager, if not even more eager, to learn Thai as you are learning German. So having this sort of like connection with so many different people and having such a supportive environment, I think, is the best way to get not only your confidence up, but to learn even in a more efficient way and in a more fun way.